Hello my beautiful friends. This video is going to be part 2 to my first video where I shared what the word is that I chose for 2019 and how I chose it and why and all that jazz. But in this video I wanted to talk about the word that I chose for 2020. Whoa, that's really weird saying that. The word that I chose for 2020 and why and what I think is going to transpire from me choosing that word. So, if you would like to see this video, then just keep on watching. So, my word for 2020, actually 2 words, which are kind of wrapped up in each other, are lead and representation. So I have felt the call to be in leadership. I feel like this is me like telling you guys that I'm a cult leader now because of like what I'm wearing right now. I do it. I have felt like I wanted to be in leadership for a very long time, but I haven't felt like I could do it, and I didn't know exactly how, and I didn't have all of the tools or the trust or the support in myself to be able to do that. And I have realized that for a long time I have been stepping into the role of leadership, but not consciously. And so now is the time where I am going to be stepping into it more consciously. And in a lot of ways I'm not really sure what that means. But in one of the ways is through like social media and sharing certain things in certain spaces. In my last video I talked about the Abundant Sisterhood retreat that I went to last fall for the fall equinox, and it was absolutely incredible, and I applied to be a part of the 2020 leadership committee and I was accepted. So I am currently a part of that, just like sharing on social media every week, and also going to be a part of the like whole process of the event and stuff. And it's something that I'm really excited about, and that kind of wraps into my second word of this year, which is representation. One of the biggest reasons why I wanted to be a part of it was to be able to bring more representation into the event, into the movement, because I think that it's something that is so incredibly important. And since it's really like a baby movement, it hasn't really fully bloomed into the magic that I know it is going to turn into. I think this is the perfect opportunity to be able to really set down roots and expectations and our desires of what we truly want to manifest for things to look like in the future. And in the future I see a lot more Black and brown and people of color at this event and a part of this movement and sharing in this space. And I think that it's a perspective and a narrative that is very important, and like I said, since we are at the like very much beginning stages, it's something that can very easily be done right now. Because we really have no rules. We have no like set boundaries of whatever it is that we've created, so we can do that now. Also, I've just realized how much representation is really important to me, and I didn't realize it before. I was just like scrolling on my Instagram and I was thinking, wow, I follow a lot of white people. And it's not a bad thing. I love the people that I follow. I love the people that I interact with. But I just realized the vast majority were not people of color. And I definitely used to be the type of person that was like, I don't just want to follow somebody just because they're Black. You know, like I don't want to follow someone just because they're a person of color, not because I actually like their content and the things that they're creating and all that jazz. And maybe over the past few years, we have created more of a voice for ourselves in the spiritual wellness, holistic community. Like off the top of my head, I'm thinking of like Earth Mama Medicine and Evian Whitney and Phoenix Wild and Divine Diera and Mama Solaris and Synergy Soul and all of these people that are on social media and sharing from a place of spirituality and wellness and all of that jazz, which for me, what I've seen, what I've experienced is a very saturated, non-person of color space. And so, I mean, I made a video a little while ago talking about how I felt like I didn't belong in this space. Feeling like I didn't have a place or a space to like fit myself in. And I kind of was just like, fuck it, you know what? I'm just going to create a space myself. And I feel like I've slowly started doing that, slowly started figuring out how I can better serve others, and also better serve myself by showing up for myself in the ways that I need to, and be unapologetically myself. And that is 100% noticing and pointing out and being open and honest about the experiences that I have had, only talking about the experiences that I have had as a person of color and the way that it has shaped certain things and decisions and mindsets and thought patternings that I didn't even realize. So I'm kind of like going on this journey of figuring out what all of this stuff means myself. But I definitely think this year is going to be a lot of diving a lot deeper, not only into like learning about myself, which I love doing because it just makes me feel good. It just feels so good to know yourself, and this is just really the perfect opportunity and the perfect next step for me. And yeah, so representation, creating more spaces for myself and people who look like me, creating spaces that are open for everyone. And I just realized that a lot of times it doesn't feel like it's open for everyone, even if people say that it is, if there isn't enough representation, if that makes any sense. We'll see where spirit guides me and tells me that I should go. I'm just feeling into what exactly that means for me. But those were the words that came up for me through this year, and those are the things that I'm going to continuously reflecting on and seeing how they can help me make the best decisions for myself. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely leave down below what your word is for 2020. I would love to hear it. So if you would like to subscribe, the link is always down below. My Instagram is down below as well if you would like to follow me there. I will see you guys in the next video. I love you.